What it do, baby? It's your boy Enrico, and I'm back again. This time I came to holler at y'all about the 2024 NBA draft that's going down tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN. Now, if you don't know, the Atlanta Hawks hold the number one pick, followed by my Washington Wizards at number two, number three, Houston Rockets, four, Spurs, five, Detroit Pistons. Now, the Spurs had the fourth pick and the eighth pick, so they'll be very active tonight, trying to build around Victor Wembanyama, excuse me. So they have two great opportunities to do that with the fourth and eighth pick, and it's a lot of interesting dynamics at play right now in the first round of draft. Just in general, the draft. You have trade possibilities, so it's a lot of intriguing aspects of the draft tonight. So we're gonna dive into a little bit of them right now. Oh, okay. And I just got just got a report, just got a message. Adrian Wojnarowski just put out that OG Anunoby intends to re-sign with the New York Knicks. He intends to sign a 5-year, $212 million deal. Woo! That's a lot of money for OG, man. Sheesh. OG intends to sign a 5-year, $212 million deal with the New York Knicks, which is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, man, I love OG, but, man, that's a lot of money, dog. That's like, what, 40 a year? That's basically 40 a year. It's like right under 40 a year, I believe, for OG, man. That's a lot of money, man. So the New York Knicks, after the trade they made with Bridges, and if y'all want to see my video I made about that, y'all can go check that out. They made a trade to get Bridges. They re-signed OG. Man, so they can get Hartenstein back. It's going to be crucial. But let's focus on this draft real quick, y'all. Number one pick for the first couple months, of the draft process, as far as the scouting and things like that, it was pretty much known that Alex Sarr has been the top prospect. Alex Sarr, he's the 7-1 big man from France. He was believed to be the number one pick for for most of the process, at least. And over the last couple of weeks or so, the tide has swung towards Zachary Risache. He's also a French player, a 6'9" forward. He's skyrocketed up the draft board. So instead of Alex Sarr, it's now Zachary Risache, who's become the number one projected pick. Now, there's a rumor that Alex Sarr told the Hawks he didn't want to go there. I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know the rhyme or reason. I don't know if this is even true. But I did hear a rumor that Alex Sarr told the Hawks he did not want to go there. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not going to speculate. Atlanta's a great city, one of the best cities in America to be at, especially if you're African American. So I really don't know. Or if you're a melanated, person. Obviously, he's not American. But so I don't know what his particular reason is for not wanting to go to the Hawks. But apparently, there's a rumor saying that he didn't want to go to the Hawks. So I guess the Hawks is honoring him and honoring his sentiment, and I guess they're moving past him. So they went to Zachary Risache as the top option. Now there are some basketball people that just flat out believe Risache is a better prospect than Sarr. I have seen those opinions out there. So maybe it was because of that, or maybe they just honestly feel like he's a better basketball player. But Risache looking like he's about to be the pick of number one, man, and it's very interesting. I've been hearing Donovan Clingan, name getting mentioned for possible number one pick. I was hearing that the Hawks prefer a big man. Zachary Risache, he's a 6'9", 215 forward. So I'm not really sure, what they're thinking, if that aligns with what people thought they was thinking. I'm not sure. Obviously, he want to fit the bill as a big man. Alex Sarr being 7 foot 225, he's a little more closer to something you can mold or project to be a big man. He's kind of thin, but he obviously could probably put some weight on. He might potentially be able to get himself to being a legitimate big man in the league one day. So if the Hawks did want a big man, to me, it would come down to Sarr and Clingan. Now, if they not dead set on a big man and they just want the best player, now that's when Risache becomes an option. My Wizards are number two. Obviously, if the Hawks get Risache, I would love us to take Sarr. and he's like the perfect type of player for where we are right now, because he gives you a decent floor and he has high potential, a high ceiling, a lot of room to grow potentially. So that fits right along with our track. We have a young rebuilding team. We don't need him to be great immediately. So if he has a lot of untapped potential, I would love to make a investment into him, you know. Clingan is not a bad option. I didn't really love him at first, but the more I watch Clingan, the more I pay attention to Clingan, I actually like Clingan. He's 7'2", almost 7'3", at 280 pounds. He's a true center. He actually has good feet. He has good instinct. He's a great rim protector and just a lane clogger. Like he's gonna, you know, tremendously improve your defense immediately. Well, not tremendously, but he's gonna marketably improve your defense. And he's just gonna give you a presence down low, as far as, you know, physicality and something to deter the offense to just, you know, roam down the lane and think they're gonna score at will. That, you know, he's gonna improve you on the defensive side of the ball. He's a good rebounder, has good instincts as far as rebounding and defending down low. So he would be a plus, man. I would love Clingan. I'm not gonna lie, I would love Clingan, but, you know, my favorite player of the draft. Well, I have two favorite players in the draft. It was Dalton Knecht for the last several months, and if you look back at some previous videos I made, I mentioned Knecht multiple times. But throughout the season and the tournament solidified it to me. My new favorite player, who I feel like is like the guy that might actually be the best player in this draft when it's all said and done, is Stephon Castle from UConn. He's 6'6", 210 pounds. He was a freshman this year. Helped lead the Huskies to back-to-back national championships. Obviously, like I said, he's a true freshman, so he wasn't there for the first one last year that Clingan was on. But I love Stephon Castle. He grew on me as I watched him throughout this year, and especially during the tournament. He's a great defender, a willing defender. You can see he has no problem pressing you up. Pressing up on you. He bought into the system. Like, he obviously could have went to other schools and probably been a bigger star, but he decided to go to UConn to be like a part of a winning culture, a winning situation, and he clearly showed to be a winning player. He has winning intangibles. As a freshman, I was so impressed with how he just played his role, and he did what they needed him to do, and nothing seemed too big for him. No moment seemed too big for him. No position seemed too big for him. Pause. So it was like he showed me all the great qualities and intangibles that I love to see, and it's something about him. I don't know exactly what. It's something about Castle. I believe he has like that dog, that superstar intangibles deep inside of him, and he will show it. And I feel like in the pro level, man, Stephon Castle, he might not have like the greatest skill level, like quote unquote, right now. He might not have the best handles, the best shot. He might not look like that guy, but I'm telling you, something about him tells me he's going to be that guy. Stephon Castle, that's my boy. Look out for him. Shout out to you, Stephon Castle. I know it's going to be a dream come true for you tonight to hear your name called, you know, to walk across that stage. You're clearly going to be a top 10 pick at the worst, probably top 7, probably top 5. So, you know, whenever you hear your name called, young man, congratulations, dog. You know, I know you put a lot of work in, and God has blessed you to be in this spot, man. So I hope you enjoy it, you soak it all in, man. And, you know, to realize your dream like that, it's a beautiful moment. So shout out to you and your family, Stephon Castle. And I mentioned him before, but I'm mentioning him again. Dalton Knecht, man. I'm telling you, him and Stephon Castle, the guys I'm looking at, like, these guys are some dogs. They some ballers. I know for sure they're going to come in the league and do something. I know for sure. Now, if you listen to my previous videos I made probably several months ago now, I mentioned Knecht. He kind of give me like Luka type vibes. He kind of like, you know, he not as dominant as Luka, not as gifted as a passer as Luka, but he offensively he kind of manipulates the ball and like does what he wants when he wants to, like similar to a Luka, as far as scoring and offensively. And he just has a presence about him. Like, you know, he's a grown man. He plays like a grown man. Like, he understands the game. You know what I'm saying? He's 23 years old. He's not a puppy. He will be able to come in and help you immediately. You know, he doesn't need the ball. He's great, you know, with the ball, but he's solid without the ball. He's a good catch and shoot shooter. He can shoot off the dribble. Offensively, he has the whole package to me. The only thing about him is athletically, he's not the greatest, even though I think he's a good athlete. And defensively, he might of course he needs some help. He needs some improvement. I mean, on the defensive side, but overall, I feel like as a prospect, he's a very good prospect. Definitely one I will be willing to take a chance on. You know, like I said, depending on who the team is, Houston is in a spectacular position, the number 3 pick. Like I heard rumors that they try and get KD or maybe another player, and that third pick is gonna be crucial because they can get somebody where it's like, man, a team that was considering doing a trade with them, they might get a young player that they would love to get their hands on, or they might get a player like Klingon. I'm just throwing this out there. Say they get Klingon and now they like putting Sangoon on a trade block. Like, listen, we got Sangoon out here because it's weird. But I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying it's Sangoon fault, but somehow, some way, when he got hurt at the end of the year last year, that's exactly when Jalen Green shot way the fuck up. His production shot up, his efficiency, everything shot way through the roof. Soon as Sangoon got hurt. Now, obviously, they're a young team, they're young players. They probably didn't figure out how they play with each other yet. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. But it was interesting, and I definitely noticed that soon as Sangoon got hurt, Jalen Green started cooking. And it's like, wow, maybe he is the guy that they drafted for him to be at number 2 overall. But maybe he can't be that guy with Sangoon. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. They're young. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it's over. They can't get it together. They can't figure out how to be great with each other. But maybe it's something they noticed too, and maybe it's like, you know what? Jalen Green, we invested that second pick in him. We believe in him. We love him. We're going to, help him get to the next level by removing Sangoon, because for whatever reason, he can't play to his top potential with him. And they move him and get some other pieces in there, get Klingon. Like, it's interesting. There's a lot that can go on, y'all. So, we're going to be paying attention with open eyes tonight, man. And I mentioned the Spurs. They have the 4th pick and the 8th pick. And I expect them to pick the guy that I actually mentioned that I wanted my Wizards probably to get. The first time I made a video about this draft a couple months ago when the lottery took place. Or a month or so ago, however long ago it was. Nikola Topic. I believe the Spurs I know for sure they're gonna get him. I'm telling you now. He just looks like a Spurs type of guy too much. They need a point guard. Nikola Topic, 6'6", 190 pounds from Serbia. It's something about him. I told y'all. In that video I made several months ago or so, he has some shit to him where I feel like he's gonna be special. He's a bigger point guard. He seems like have a great control of the game. Like, he has a great vision in the field. Like, he just seems like he does like the right thing at the right time, And then when it's time for him, if you need him to do extra, it's like he does extra. But he doesn't do anything extra unless you need him to. And his timing seems to be pristine, which is very key to be a point guard in the league, man. He knows when and how and where to do things. And like I said, it's very, very important. So just that fact, period, man, is a great trait to have. And yeah, man, I feel like Nikola Topic can be a sleeper, man. Nikola Topic, I really feel like he could be a real sleeper in this draft, as far as not a sleeper, because obviously he's going top 10 or but just one of those guys like, man, I ain't know it's gonna be that good. Like, you're gonna look at the list like, man, all these people got picked ahead of him, or these few people got picked ahead of him that wasn't nowhere near as good as him. He might be one of those guys. So look out for Nikola Topic, man. But yeah, man, it's a couple more names I'm gonna throw out here, just players I really like. I really, really like Rob Dillingham, man. I love Rob Dillingham. There's nothing he showed me in this 1 year at Kentucky that showed me that he's not going to be great. He has a dog up in him. He has an if factor in him. His willingness to play defense on the college level impressed me so much. So Rob Dillingham, he's definitely a contender. If the Spurs don't go with Topic, I could definitely see them drafting Rob Dillingham. They clearly need a point guard. I mean, a scoring point guard would be great with Wemby, a passing point. I mean, you could put anybody with Wemby. Obviously, he's going to make the best of the situation. But I see Rob or Nikola Topic fitting with the Spurs greatly. So look out for Rob Dillingham, man. He's a special player. His teammate in college, Reed Shepard, I do like Reed Shepard. He comes with that chip, like that chip on his shoulder type of style. Like, he plays with his hair on fire. He's an aggressive. He's a no back down type player. He kind of is like a, rise to the moment type of dude, man. He hits big shots and takes big shots, and he's kind of, I kind of respect. I like Reed Shepard. He just reminds me of someone like a Jalen Brunson in college or something like that. One of those type of guys. Like, he might not have all the flashy athleticism or the flashy numbers, but like he's like a real baller. He gonna win. He gonna do what he got to do to help win at the end of the day. So I like Reed Shepard. It's a couple other dudes that's decent. Cody Williams, the guy from Colorado, the forward. I like him. Jared McCain, Duke. I would never, no offense. I just wouldn't, invest in nobody that paint their fingernails. Like, no man that paint their fingernails in a professional sport. That's a bad sign to me. Like, to each his own. I'm not, talking about that man personally and nothing like that. I'm just saying what I like and what I don't like. And I would not invest in a young man that paints his fingernails and things of that nature. So I would take him off my list. Zach Edey, man, he's an interesting dude. Zach Edey's interesting. I like Keyshawn George from Miami. Keyshawn George. I'm glad I'm rolling down his list. I'm glad I've seen his name. I'm happy I won't say his name. Keyshawn George is a baller. He's a bucket getter. Like, he's a bucket getter. 6'7", 209 pounds out of Miami. He's 6'7", small forward. I like Keyshawn George. I seen him like one time or two times. I was like, who the hell is this? I like him. I'm telling you. He's going to be somebody. Keyshawn George. Hey, Tyler Kolek from Marquette, the point guard. He's definitely going to be a baller. He's going to help people win. He's never going to be great. I'm not saying he's going to be like that, but he's going to be a professional point guard. He's going to help somebody win. He's going to be in the league for at least 10 years. Like, beside injury, he's going to have a 10-year career. He's going to be like a guy that goes in the end of the first round, something like that. But yeah, man, some of my players I want y'all to look out for. Some of the players I like I said, Zach Edey, I can see him going in the middle of the first round. I won't be surprised the Lakers pick him up. It's interesting to see how effective he will be in the league. I'm going to be looking at that. I feel like he could be okay, but I'm not exactly sure. You got Kyle Filipkowski from Duke, the big fella. I see him being solid. I don't see him being special. So, pretty much that's it, y'all. I wanted to give y'all my thoughts on the 2024 NBA draft before this thing cut on tonight. Oh, yeah. Terrence Shannon Jr., the player from Illinois who went through the, I'm saying alleged, because he went through a court case where I think he was allegedly charged with rape or sexual assault. Like I said, allegedly, fair use, alleged rape and assault charges, sexual assault. I hope I get the information correct, or I have the information correct. And I believe Terrence Shannon Jr. was found innocent on those charges. Now, we all know the court of public opinion is what it is. And once something gets on your name, it's hard for people to look past that, no matter if you get found innocent or not. So, unfortunately, I feel like Terrence Shannon Jr. will get penalized because of that. And if he was going to get drafted in the middle of the first round, now it's going to be the end of the first round. If he was going to get drafted in the end of the first round, now it's going to be in the middle of the second round, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like he's going to take a dive because of that, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I don't like that. But that's just the way the world works, especially America, man. Especially America. So I don't expect Terrence Shannon Jr. to get the benefit of the doubt just because he got found innocent, man. Now, will he get drafted? He should get drafted. And he might be a little sneaky, surprise to people at the end of the draft. So whoever gonna take that chance on him in the second round, I don't think he's gonna go to first. He might, but whoever take that chance on him in second, they might come off on a steal, man. Because he's not really supposed to be down there, but because of this little situation off the court, he might end up going way later than he should. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking out. If y'all still here listening to this video, I appreciate you so much, man. It's your boy Rico. Like, comment, subscribe. Anything you do helps my channel grow, so I appreciate it all, man. Give your boy some love. So it's your boy Rico. Make it y'all best time. Till next time. Peace.